The bottom of the barrel will look at you, men of value, and call you guys the bottom of the barrel because you guys are refusing to pick them up from the bottom of the barrel.
Got him! Get to the chopper!
Want to know the real reason why women don't respect men nor want to be with men that make less money than they do when there are high-earning leader women who are in these CEO positions and roles, who are entrepreneurs?
She has on a lot of makeup.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Who are the breadwinners? Because it's easier for you to be in a leadership position as a man. A woman and women have defied many odds to be in the positions that they are now. Any woman who has been in a corporate role will tell you it was not easy for her to be there. That she had to fight tooth and nail to get respect, to get the pay that she requested and demanded, and to get the treatment and to be taken serious.
Maybe
Men
it's because you don't
objectify-
take yourself seriously. Like, come on now. You walk into a corporate world looking like that. Look at her wig, y'all. And it's honestly, we're just calling a spade a spade. Seriously, you don't take yourself seriously. Clearly, you do not take yourself seriously, because anybody who gonna put on that much makeup, look in the mirror and say yes, and then walk outside, and not only walk outside but do a video. Not only the people that you come across gonna see it, but the whole world gonna see this because you put in this video on TikTok.
Us all the time. We could be wearing a full suit and come in a room to handle a meeting, and some man is going to crack a joke about our body or try to get with us, or in the back of their head be thinking, what can this woman teach me? This doesn't just happen in movies like Anchorman, right? When they had the first female anchor and they were not taking her serious. Remember that movie? This is not a joke. This literally happens to us in real life. We have
You see, they take their realities from movies. A lot of them, this time, it's not their lived reality. I can guarantee, I don't know her personally, so allegedly, I would not be surprised if she has never experienced this in her life. But because of TikTok, in order to get viral on TikTok, you have to repeat certain narrative. There has to be certain patterns. The man either cheating, the man is a narcissist. There's certain narrative, there's certain victim talking points that they have to use. So that's why she had to refer to a movie, because it's more than likely not her lived reality.
Every odd stacked up against us in order for us to be the women that we are. So for you to have all the odds in your favor, to be able to step into a leadership role easily without anyone questioning your authority, without anyone questioning you because you're wearing a skirt on whether or not you deserve your position, without anyone trying to just undermine your authority because you are a woman. You have it easier for you, and yet you still choose not to be a high earner. You are built to build buildings, right? Men always say, oh, the men built this and the men built that, and they did. I'm not taking that away from men. I didn't build a skyscraper, and I know a group of women didn't build one. However, if you're capable of building a skyscraper, if you are capable of building and lifting and doing very hard labor, you are more than capable of getting a high earning position. You just choose to be lazy. You just choose to make excuses. But the women who are in these positions, we did not. Therefore, we will not take a man serious who did not use everything that he had to his advantage to build the life that he wants. And now that we've built the life that we want, you want us to go down. You want us to lower our standards. You want us to meet you where you are at the bottom. No, because the climb to the top was very difficult for us. It took years. I'm not going back to save a grown man. Baby,
I'm
you
so
either meet me
distracted.
at the top, or we can't meet at all.
I'm so distracted by her wig.
Oh my God!
Anybody who will wear this much makeup outside is not somebody who men of value is going to take seriously.
I said what I said.
And as I said in previous video, they come onto TikTok and they say these things because they want to brainwash, for lack of better words, or manipulate men in saying, okay, she called me lazy. I'm going to show her I'm not lazy, and I'm going to pick her up and pay all her bills and show her I'm not lazy. When they shame men about going 50-50, they're like, oh, I'm going to show you I'm a real man. Yeah, real men pay 100% of the bills. Real men take care of Pookie babies, you know? So like they'll use this shaming tactic to kind of guilt men into falling for them, into picking them up. But that's a man who is easily influenced. That's a man who don't have foresight. That's a man who don't have structure. Like, that's a man who can't lead on anyways. A man of value who prioritizes his peace, prioritizes his goal, his ambition, isn't going to fall for one of these. Like, isn't going to fall for a random woman who is wearing too much makeup on TikTok saying, oh, you're lazy. Okay, you think I'm lazy? Okay, meanwhile, he's...
Get to the chopper!
I mean... And I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure Those of us with common sense can see right through their BS. But to me, it's mind blowing how they come on and they continue to try and push and repeat these narratives when it's like, sis, you're not fooling anyone. Stop it.
Get some help.
Here's another one of her videos, y'all.
Women dress for attention. I have to say why I don't fully believe that. Now, I was having this conversation with a male friend who's no longer my friends because of his viewpoints. I just feel like you low-key hate women, and once I peep it, I have to act on it.
He was probably telling her the truth. He was probably encouraging her to hit the gym because...
But he was saying, like, you know, there's that conversation of like, oh, women, you dress for attention. When you do the lashes, the hair, the nails, you dress for, like, male attention or other women's attention. I don't know. But here's my thing. While I do believe that there are some women who dress for attention, whether it's the male gaze or whether they want validation from other women, I don't know. Yes, that does happen. But I do believe, like, let's not do that, because there are a lot of women like myself where we don't dress for attention. We dress with intention. So I dress in a way that I want to show up and be perceived by the world. I dress how I want to be addressed. We've talked about that. Shout out to my girl Paige. I dress for the respect that I want, for the treatment that I want, and for the future that I want. As a woman, when we look good, we feel good. So when I'm dressed and I'm looking good from head to toe, I feel amazing. There's nothing no one can say to me that day besides how you look good. And I'm like, thank you, girl. I know you look good too, girl. Other than that, I appreciate those things, but I don't dress for the compliments, although I do appreciate them. But I dress according to how I feel on the inside. I feel like a woman that is amazing. I feel good about myself. I feel like I love myself. I feel like a woman that is worthy of certain things in life. I feel like a woman that is valuable. I'm a woman of God. I'm a queen. So therefore, that's how I dress. But I'm just saying, when I show up to spaces in my trench coat and my wide leg pants, okay, I get treated well. And I love to be treated well. It makes my life easier. I'm a beautiful woman. I'm a decorative piece. I just added beauty into whatever space that I'm in. So while some of us know exactly what we're doing, some of us know exactly what we're doing.
All right. And, you know, it's going back to what I said earlier about those of us who have common sense. We can see straight through their BS. Because if you were that confident in yourself, if you really thought you were that beautiful and you were the it girl, you wouldn't need all that makeup. You wouldn't need all that, because that makeup right there is a mask. I can guarantee you, she take it off, she look completely different. That nose contour, that lashes, the eyeshadow thing, you don't need all of that. And then even let's take it a step further. If you valued yourself, you wouldn't have allowed yourself to get to this weight. Now, hear me out. Not everybody is going to be a size 0. Not everybody is going to be skinny. Right? But you can be the best weight that you can be. Look at her arms, y'all. Look at her shoulder part up here. For those of us who can see through their BS, see through their word salad, can know that this is a woman who does not have self-esteem, who does not have a healthy amount of self. Allegedly, because we do not know her. We do not know her, but we can just look at certain things and see the amount of makeup this woman wears is telling. And she had mentioned that the guy friend is no longer her friend. He was probably telling her the truth. He was probably seeing over the BS. He was probably saying, hey sis, you know, you don't need to wear that much makeup. The more makeup you wear, the uglier you are. I would always say, the more makeup someone wears is the more insecure they are. The more they post on social media, especially revealing pictures, the more insecure they are. They let themselves go. They get big and overweight. Is the more insecure they are, but we can see through the BS. We can see through the BS, but TikTok allows them to come on here and be delusional. Because this is the same girl in the last clip who was talking about how I'm not going to get to the bottom. Those men are at the bottom who not making enough. But you are sitting right there at the bottom and you're the line leader for the bottom. Because what is the bottom? What is the bottom? What they call to a man is a man who cannot provide, a man who's not financially secured, a man who can't, who wants to go 50-50. That's the bottom. What do men consider women at the bottom? A woman who's overweight, significantly overweight, a woman who has to wear this much makeup, a woman who is this committed to talking on TikTok, like, why you have to be coming on TikTok with this? A woman who is not feminine, aka discreet, who do not know what a private life is. And a woman who does not prioritize her health. And honestly, she does not prioritize her health. I hope if she come across this video, she does not take offense to it. But this is just to highlight how women who are at the bottom have the nerve and the audacity to be calling men of value below them because men of value are refusing to settle for them. A man of value will refuse to settle for this woman who is this big. And she will call them dusty. She will call them gay. She'll call them sassy. She'll be intimidated. She'll throw out their friendship over the truth. Because I can guarantee you, her friend told her the truth and she's like, oh, I don't want to be your friend no more.
Here are some of the biggest differences in how I've been treated by men since I've started valuing myself, putting myself first, not really caring what a man thinks.
I'm going to pause it right here. It's clear as day she does not value herself. Look at her weight, y'all. Look at her weight. She can barely fit in the vehicle, hence why she can't wear a seatbelt.
Standing on business, being abstinent, understanding my worth. Let's get into it. Men open the doors for me everywhere I go, okay? They open the doors for me. When I'm going into the store, they hold the door open for me. You know, and if I did go on a date, which I'm not dating right now, but I always had the door open for me, chair pulled out. Men will get up out of their seat to let me have a seat. Very chivalrous thing. Also, men do not curse in my presence. This is a very old school thing that just doesn't happen anymore. Back in the days, men would take their hat off when a lady was around and they would not use profanity.
Emphasis on a lady. When a lady was around.
I'm experiencing that. Whenever I'm in a conversation with a man and he might slip, you know, a little curse word in there, he'll say, excuse my language or pardon my French. And it's a sign that I'm respected. Also, a man is always offering to help me. Do you need any help with this? Can I help you? Are you okay? Are you good? You know, even if there's another man that is around that is bothering me, there will be a man that will step up and say, hey, are you okay? You good? Would you like me to walk you to your car? That's another thing. I have been asked, can I walk you to your car? If I met a man out somewhere, I don't go out a lot these days, but if I do go to an event and I meet a man at that event, you know, we're talking and I'm getting ready to leave, that man will always offer to walk me to my car to make sure I'm safe. Also, if I am asked for my phone number, it is usually very polite. You know, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, I would love to connect with you. Would it be okay if I had your phone number? And then there's always an immediate follow-up after that. Hey, this is so-and-so. I just wanted to check in and say it was very nice to meet you, and I look forward to talking with you. Let me know when you get home safe, etc. I've said this once and I'll say it again. Women are attractive when they are literally minding their business. When you know your worth, when you don't sell yourself short, when you're not afraid to walk away, when you understand that your presence is valuable and you just don't spend your time and energy with anyone, that makes you attractive and that draws men to you and that makes them want to do for you because you can do that all by yourself.
What makes your presence valuable? And that's the thing with when Kevin Samuels will talk about high value men, he has criteria. You know, he could list bam, 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 bam. Okay, we can look and say, okay, yeah, he fits the criteria. He's labeled as a high value man. These women, they just want to say I'm high value, and we're like, okay, what are the criteria? And when you look, they're big and overweight. When you look, you can't even see their neck. When you look, they're wearing an excessive amount of makeup. Not anybody can just put a label on themselves and then expect the world to accept their label. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then instead of looking within, they'll rather get triggered. Like the friend that she said she got rid of, he was probably trying to help her. He was probably trying to encourage her. Hey, sis, let's hit up the gym. Hey, sis, if you want to become more qualified on the dating market, stop wearing this much makeup or stop doing this, stop doing that. He was probably trying to help her, but she got offended. She said, oh, he's bashing. He hates women. So that's why I said men, because there's no saving these broads. The bottom of the barrel will look at you, men of value, and call you guys the bottom of the barrel because you guys are refusing to pick them up from the bottom of the barrel.
That don't make no sense.
Make it make sense. But it's your girl Chantel. You know, say it's not gonna make sense. I mean, it's not gonna make sense. We just point, laugh, and men, because there's no point in debating somebody who will be this big, wear this much makeup, have that bad of a wig, and be saying, oh, because of a man's income, he's beneath her.
You can't make this shit up, people.
Go watch the next video that pop up on the screen. Just another opportunity for us to point and laugh. Remember, the purpose of my channel is to identify and realize that there are dusty men out there, yes, but there are also dusty women. Why then we can't discuss both? We just want to focus on the dusty men. It makes no sense. Let's focus on the dusty women too if we're going to focus on dusty men.
The ghetto.
I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.